Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to the Speed Gaming No I'm the Wrong Warp Glitch Tournament. Randomizer, I should say. I'm one of your commentators, Squiddy, and August, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm August 40th. On the left here, we got a race of Bufrost versus Dotzo.
Should be pretty interesting. Dotzo is very active in the community with glitch hunting as well as development of the randomizer and racing in itself. So this should be pretty cool. He knows the logic really well. Bofrost has done a lot of randomizer races. I know I see her over on ZSR a lot, doing the accessible weekly races. So we should see how this ends up.
Oh, just a gold Skulltula. That should cue us in on to mention that dungeon skulls are randomized in the item pool. All the overworld ones are going to be gold skull tokens, but the ones in the dungeons could potentially be a randomized item.
Mm-hmm. And that in turn, those gold Skulltula tokens then get thrown into the overworld pool. As well as you can see Dotso and Mido's house here showing off another one of our flags that are a little bit more on the uncommon side. Chest sizes do match content in the settings string. So you can see, getting heart piece and a small chest, but as well as Nehru's love and a big chest.
Yeah, won't be seeing Nehru's love used. So nothing here in the Kokiri Forest other than those two Skulltulas. Dotso is gonna spend some money here in the Kokiri shop, it looks like. Frost shortly falling behind.
Yeah, kind of got trolled by that sign, but little time waste just like that usually don't make or break a race.
Hello, chat. I'm gonna apologize in advance if we're not paying attention to you guys a whole that much. Both me and Squiddy are also on tracking duty today, so we're handling a whole lot. But
If you do
I
have
don't
any
want to forget about you.
questions, yeah, if you have any questions, we'll try and get them answered. Let's see.
Does look like there are a couple of people in chat who know some stuff about stuff, so hopefully they're not going to be shy. So we got both our runners standard South Hyrule route. Get these Sphere Zero checks out of the way.
In our first hint, 40 gold Skulltulas. Not necessary, just an error refill, so.
Ooh, where was that Deku shield? Was that in Mido's house?
Those in the grotto. They both just got.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, I was looking at the hint stone.
Yeah, no
So
problem.
that's a nice find early on.
Frost just hasn't equipped her shield yet, Clown Boy. Dotso went ahead and did a pause. Yeah, oh, just saving. Safety save. And me showing my childhood speech impediment. Well, Azure, at least when people try to mention me in Discord, they don't have to go Google the kind of Z that you use. It took me 5 minutes to type your name out in Discord. Yeah, he is a clown boy. We don't king shame here on Speed Gaming.
Right out the gate, it looks like Dotzo has a little bit of cleaner movement than Bufrost. You can see the difference in their route so far. Made the same amount of checks. Dotzo already down towards the waterfall. Seen that hint for the treasure chest mini game.
That's always nice. It's the only logical thing or it's the only thing that lens would be required for.
Not hard required, that is. If you have enough rupees and you have enough patience, you just run in there.
There is also a strategy if you have Sun Song and a bottle, you can do Put Away OI, and if you play Sun Song, because normally you're not supposed to have Ocarina in there, it spawns you back out at the door with all of the doors still unlocked that you've already unlocked, as well as you can buy another key from the guy running the place, and so you can just progressively work yourself up. It takes a lot of time, but it's just easier to go find Lens most of the time.
Yep. Yep. I have seen that, I think, once in like a multi-world. Someone was not going to wait for the lens. Dotso taking the perimeter of the lake, getting that extra info. Big pose. Now that is set to all 10, but they can dupe those pose in a bottle.
As well as a relatively new glitch to the scene. It's probably just a couple of months old, I believe. Known as Equip Swap, where you can you can equip a glitch version of an item, normally not accessible, and so you can. It's kind of like bottle duping, but it's temporary and it doesn't actually overwrite anything in your inventory. It just appears on the C buttons, and you can use that to give him as many pose. It overwrites that in your C buttons and doesn't actually change the actual pose that you have in your inventory. Bofrost's gonna pick up Sun Song, or not Sun Song, Free Scarecrow Song.
Wish the Scarecrow touched Sun Song. That would be cool.
Yeah, Scarecrow Song shuffled into the item pool.
You know, it teaches you a random song, and then Sheik is waiting out in the desert for you to set the Scarecrow song.
Yeah.
Are there any devs in chat? Is Frost skipping child fishing?
He is skipping child fishing, and luckily it should work out for him.
Interesting play. Yep, just the heart container. Be making the gamble, or it might be thinking back to the 3.0 and prior days where fishing was locked behind Kokiri Sword. 4.0, no longer. It's a Spear Zero check.
Dotso gonna try and clip into Zora's domain. Didn't quite make the Navi dive.
Interesting route. I like it.
Thought he was gonna try and clip, but didn't realize that his Navi trigger was coming up. Nothing much from Child Shooting Gallery. Just another gold skull token.
So much in general.
It's making me think that maybe CAC might be pretty heavy, or maybe adult CAC, some adult Sphere Zero checks.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. And Bufrost showcasing another flag here. Malin not giving you that weird egg. That is shuffled somewhere out there in Hyrule.
that actually prevents players from doing the typical. It's very common and accessible, the 3-song opener. You go get Zelda's Lullaby, you go get Malin Song, and then you go get Sorry Song, and you kind of continue from there depending on if you get any warp songs and if you can get those as a child. So, for example, if you get Minuet, then you can get Sorry Song check, and you go adult and kind of continue that out, and you collect a whole bunch of songs. But since we don't actually have the weird egg, that opener is pretty off limits, as well as any of the child song checks.
Yep, that weird egg and letter blocking almost all of Lon Lon Ranch, Talon and Malin. But also, you can't get a song from Saria until you get that letter from Princess Zelda either. So, Bifrost back here in the forest, looks like you're gonna head into Deku Tree. Probably finish her off, Queen Goma, that is.
Bofrost showing off our first ISG of the run. ISG stands for
Ooh, the pretty colors.
by the as August said, the pretty colors behind his Deku stick. This is basically his Deku stick is swinging infinitely. He did this by interrupting a crouch dab with a text box of some sorts. In that case, he used Navi's enemy, like her little tidbit about whatever enemy on the Deku Baba. In doing this, the game forgets to set the internal flag that says whether or not Link is swinging a sword or a Deku stick. And because of this, his sword just infinitely swings, as well as the Deku stick never actually breaks. So you use that to kind of farm Deku sticks out there.
Yep, great strata. Unfortunately unavailable in the weekly accessible races over on Zelda Speedruns. Aww, big gold rupee on the floor of the Deku Tree. Who wants 200 bucks? Just the Skulltula there from Richard's mom. Alright, should be back in real time now.
No worries. Dotzo gonna go ahead.
Yep. Pulling the Master Sword. Skipping 7 years of his life.
Bao gonna go over here. Not quite sure if she's looking for heart containers and such, or gold Skulltula tokens, or she doesn't quite remember that we have the chest size matches content flag. She could also just be autopiloting through Deku Tree, as it is fairly common.
Yeah, hopefully that compass shakes her memory and it's like, oh yeah.
That gives Bao Frost, and Fairy Slingshot. So that gives Bao a logical completion of Deku Tree, which might hint at maybe something on Goma Heart Piece. And it also gives Bao explosives, and bomb chews are in logic for this scene, which means that having bomb chews is basically the same thing as having a bomb bag inaccessible. The logic counts it not as bomb juice and bomb bag, it counts it as explosives overall. And so she can get basically anything. She's technically in logic to full clear Dodongo's cavern, etc. Stuff like that. Get Boulder of Destiny. Dotzo clearing out Adult Cac. Gets his bomb bag, his first logical explosives. Belle might have to go pick up that rupee, or she can do the alternate B1 skip. Balfrost showing off a little. I guess it's more of a trick, a small time save than anything. If you backflip and then jump slash with the DQ stick, you can actually get it just high enough to go into the fire's collision and get it caught on fire without actually having to push the block down.
Dotzo grabbing the Sun Song here from Guru Guru in the windmill. Otherwise, I think the Adult Cac's been pretty dead. But he's going to make use of that Sun Song right away so he can get Adult Anju. Oh, I missed him grabbing a bomb bag.
Yeah, he got it from Man on the Roof. Frost showing off that ISG again.
And fire arrows from Impa's house.
I actually came across my first Way of the Hero fire arrows in a seed I did over the weekend. It was kind of interesting.
Wasn't a Master Quest seed, was it? But
no, it was actually fully vanilla. It was Din's fire was locked behind fire, and it was in Deep Spirit, and the key I need. Oh, was that a bow?
Yeah, that is a bow in that graveyard under the crate. But also Boo grabbing that Shadow Medallion out of the deck retreat.
But apparently, fire arrows for the middle chest in Spirit Temple. Din's fire was in Deep Spirit, which I needed to complete Shadow, and the key I needed to get there, I had key locked myself through some poor keys. So yeah, logically required. It was actually ended up being Way of the Hero, and ironically, the fire arrows were in Toilet Chest of GTG, and suffice to say that I didn't complete that seed.
I don't blame you. Dotzo is completing this first Dampe race. See if Grandpa is holding anything today. 30 Skulltula is just a Hylian Shield. Grandpa, paying us our birthday money.
I mean, Grandpa is dead, so it's more like inheritance, but gotta make your word for it a little bit. So we'll most likely see Dotzo after Dampe and getting some Sphere Zero checks go and most likely go to Dongo's Cavern due to the fact that he got bombed so early, and bombs, not bomb bags, or not bomb chews. And typically, Dodongo's Cavern is so easy to clear, we'll just see him full clear that no matter if it's a stone or a medallion.
Boo in the forest, playing some songs for these skull kids. Just recovery heart from Dampe, saying sorry I burned you there. Dotzo using his son's song, and then I imagine he'll head straight into Dodongo's cavern. Fortunately, can't get some of the Skulltula without a hook shot. Not a bad play otherwise.
No, but with a well-timed bomb throw, he might be able to just see what it is, and hopefully maybe be able to come back when he has.
Yeah, for the Scarecrow one.
I was thinking above the staircase, but I guess that one's a lot easier to get.
Yeah, the staircase one would be easy. You just have to exit the cavern, reload the room, or even save warp.
Oh, I forgot. I guess I didn't think about save warping.
Dotso here in the graveyard, going for his bow. Says, I don't want to plant a bean here or wait for the long shot.
And technically, now that he does have explosives, this is in logic since it wouldn't take any extra items to go get beans, plant it, and go back in time. So this would be a logical first bow.
Yeah, most likely. Those early chews as well. And what is this? Is Dotso playing off that way the hero hint and trying to go into shadow?
It looks like he is, which is kind of weird considering the fact that he doesn't have hookshot or hovers. He can't get very. And you're gonna have to reload the area.
Meanwhile, Boo is in Goron City, looking to check out the Boulder Maze, I'm guessing.
Ah, I got ledge trolled. Trying to save a chew.
And Chews is valuable. She doesn't know Rufio holds out.
Didn't quite make it onto the angle's just a little bit short. Didn't quite make it onto the gravestone, and just barely missed it. So the trick that Dotso's doing right now, I guess I should explain, is it's an old strategy for getting into Shadow Temple early without hookshot, or without Nocturne, Din's Fire, and Magic. But basically what he was doing, it looks like he's given up on it now, is if he gets a Super Slide, and right before getting the Super Slide, he tries to grab the bush, the game stores the little animation of him trying to grab the bush, as well as his X and X and Y coordinates, Z being the vertical axis. And because of this, he's able to super slide away over to the gravestone, and since the game doesn't actually store his Y value and just assumes that he'll still be on the floor, he gets teleported back with the Y coordinates of where he was before he teleported to where he super slided to. And because he has ISG, property of ISG is you can't fall off ledges, and for whatever reason you can't fall there. And so because of this, he's able to, normally he would end up on the seam, but he didn't quite get the angle right.
Didn't Didn't want to cut you off there, but Dotso picking up that weird egg from that archery mini game.
Oh, I didn't see that. I had gotten
Yep,
into my rambles.
Yep, Bo was very useful there. Making great work of it.
Most people actually don't know the backside of that little, I guess it's not a grotto, but the little wall is actually climbable.
Yeah, there's no real indication to say it is, but...
Frost with the 2012 80% strats. Getting a little clip on the collision on the corner of the stone to Zor's domain, or Zor's river, and the what am I trying to say? Oh, the loading zone extends pretty far up actually into that block, and she's able to trigger it.
So Boo is grabbing her beans as Dotso is slaying these mini dongos here. Let's get a look at this Gold Skulltula up here. I most likely won't be able to see it on my screen.
It's just a red rupee.
Thank you, sir.
But here we can kind of see the meta of Glitch Tournament is pretty much try to stay within logic or as much as an accessible tournament would, but use glitches to kind of speed things up. For example, we see Balfrost clipping in there because, or clipping into Zora's River because she was in Lost Woods, but she still actually had logical access through her bomb shoes, and so staying within logic but speeding things up using glitches. For example, Dotso, what was it? The bow was in logic, but it would have taken a long time to actually go and get glitchless. Instead, just pulling off a little bomb hover there to get it a little bit faster. And by a little bit, I mean probably 2 to 3 minutes faster. Ooh. And that's what we like to see over on Dotso's side, getting a bottle with a letter.
Aha. So Dotso's routing has looked like it's paying off for him.
Definitely. Might mean Ice Cavern might be something he wants to check out, because he doesn't quite have Boomerang yet. And also, neither of our runners have actually went and checked Pedestal of Time yet. Balfrost hasn't gone adult, and Dotso just didn't check it.
Dotso checked the child side, so we know that, what is it? Water Temple, Jabu, and Dodongos are spiritual stones.
I must have missed that. Alright, thank you.
Yep. That's what I'm here for. Bufrost checking chickens out here in Kakariko. The favorite check of most runners. So after this, what do you think Bufrost is gonna do?
You know, the way we've seen Bifrost play so far, I think she's probably just gonna try and kind of play the strategy of clearing out all the child checks and hoping that something is stored deep in child. But frankly, it pays off very rarely, and if it does, it doesn't pay off by much. Usually, it's a progressive hookshot or something. But looks to be what she's gonna try and do here. Bo's gonna go find her first logical bow here. It'd be interesting to see if she tries to do something fancy with bombs, or if she's just gonna go plant her. She picked up some beans while in Zora's.
It doesn't have a whole lot of child checks left at this point, so it looks like she's gonna plant that bean.
Bofrost is still spending a lot of time on checks that are small chests. Not actually won't actually have anything good, but does manage to pick up a Megaton.
Well, so there we go. We will need to clear out Volvagia, so she might just be thinking, let's get some heart pieces under our belt. Not worry about that because no wallets yet, no Goron tunic. Not a bad play, you know.
Let's see, Dotzo's gonna go back up to Goron City, possibly DMC, and dropping the hat.
Seize that hammer.
Yeah, Dotso is definitely going to head up to Death Mountain Crater now that he has Hammer.
Also gonna have a chat with this young Goron. And Goron not being very helpful though.
Little known gossip stone back here can sometimes hold some useful hints.
Yeah, sometimes.
Bofrost needs a jump slash to get in there. It doesn't quite have enough height to get through the door without it. Oh, I've been proven wrong.
Ganon's Castle Baron, we know that the light arrows are somewhere else. We'll still need to dig that for a potential boss key. And there, if you missed them, too bad, because Bifrost just mashing through.
Yep, and I have absolutely no idea if the labels I put on the trackers are correct. There is I believe there's like a 16% chance that those are correct. But
No,
what?
they're right. I got you.
Oh, okay, cool.
There it is, ZL in the crater. Definitely one of those songs you kind of want to find.
Bifrost equipping Ocarina, something I have never seen past 4.0.
Was it equipped, or is it just there by default?
Nope, she thought about it for a little bit and equipped it.
Alright, memeing it up maybe.
I guess if you are playing on a GameCube controller, it can be a little bit to move that left thumb down to the D-pad. Also sees a scale is most likely going to go for it.
Yep, he can full clear this area outside of the Song of Storms garage. Oh, almost burning up. And looks like Bifrost is checking out the Boulder of Destiny.
What does our destiny have in store for us today?
Some money. Now we're gonna check out the Tektite Grotto. Won't be able to grab the item, but I'll be able to sneak a peek. What was that?
That was a gold skull flow token.
Oh, okay.
And Dotso got ice trapped by the.
Oh no.
Another feature of 4.0 is that one, freestanding models are accurate, and two, non-chests as well as like items NPCs give you, all of those things can hold ice traps.
So models are mostly accurate.
Yeah.
Minus potentially 6 checks.
Uh, freestanding models are not always hard pieces.
But heaven forbid you put on Ice Trap Onslaught, or all the garbage items are turned into ice traps. That would vastly increase the chances of those inaccurate models.
Oh boy, I've done mayhem seeds. Oh my gosh. My personal favorite my favorite settings to do for multi-world include shop sanity and then ice trap mayhem, because you get a large amount of ice traps in the shops, and you can freeze the other people playing your seed or room. I guess I don't know the terminology for it, but you can freeze the other players, whether on purpose or just skim through the text.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, we the commentators are the trackers for today. We don't have a dedicated tracker, so it's forgive us if we miss some things. That is just a little bit hard to. We're kind of multitasking.
There is also lots of stuff on this tracker.
Yes, there is.
Other ZOOTR races, they kind of try to minimize the number of clicks you have to do. But we'll manage. We have chat here for help.
Most likely stop once we hit go mode, but or at least I will. Past go mode, there's not really anything worth.
Well, I mean, hopefully when they hit go mode, they realize it and don't continue making checks.
Well, there's always Ganon's Castle boss key.
Yeah. Which could be gold gauntlet blocked. It'll be a shame if they get all the way to the castle, check all them chests, and still can't get that boss key.
Hey, that's
Other
pretty good.
boots.
That will definitely set Dotso pretty far.
And Frost now in adult CAC. Gonna grab the bomb bag. Maybe grab that bow. What else was here? Fire arrows, I think. Yes, sir. Right there next to that cow, keeping it nice and toasty. But Dotso here in the fire temple. Nothing but a small key in the first chest. Really dig these tiny gilded chests. Two keys so far in Fire Temple.
If you can find the boss key, he can you can just go ahead and knock out Volvagia. There's always been a discrepancy on how Volvagia, Volvagia. I've heard
Volvag.
Volvagia. That one's. I don't. I separate myself from people who say that one. There can be discrepancy, but that one's just plain wrong.
I don't know about you, but the first time I just read it, I probably read it incorrectly because I burst out laughing. It's like, wait, what, Nintendo? What are you gonna name this dragon? Really? Oh, no, that's just a small key. Ah, he's playing tricks on me. Frost about 52 Dampé race 1. Let's see if she can't. Let's see if she can't shave some time off that. Wow, what a tongue twister.
I know.
Definitely feels bad, man, when you throw that giant rupee on the ground.
And save some, and shave some time she did.
Nope, not so easy. But oh, the graveyard. Let's see if she grabs that bow. Oh, definitely did grab that bow. Never mind, I forgot she planted the bean. Dotzo with a very nice glitchless jump. Headed deep into fire. Nothing but small keys so far.
And Bao's gonna be picking up his weird egg.
There it is. Let's see where they're headed. More small keys for Dotzo. There's that biggie. But Dotzo in fire is kind of breaking your rule of sticking to logic. hover boots were in here, so he won't logically be able to get inside. Unless perhaps Bolero is logically available somewhere.
He does have weird eggs, so there is a pretty good possibility that it could be within one of the 3 song checks or just in the sequence of the song.
Looks like Boo is gonna grab the sapphire here.
Because I do believe if Bolero or Hookshot would be the only 2 things that we would need for a good majority of Fire Temple to be in Logic.
Alright, we still need some strength. We need 2 strengths, a mirror shield, Din's Fire, and magic for logic.
Not to mention light arrows.
Yeah, I'm not as concerned about light arrows. Ganon will tell us where they're at.
This goes to show you how not very smart Ganon is when it comes to telling you where the light arrows are.
He just has James Bond villain envy. Is Dotzo gonna hover up there to Pierre somehow?
I don't know. Looks like it. I mean, he does have hovers and bomb. Yep, hovers and bomb juice.
Alrighty, this is something I've never seen, but very cool.
Yep, I have seen the bingo strat of doing it without Scarecrow Song, but still with Hookshot.
Yep.
And there's our light arrows.
Very nice.
Now if that was if those were Ice Trap and he was going to take a substantial amount of fall damage and then be frozen in lava, that'd be a highlight of the run.
Now what I might choose to do is just let the lava kill me and just teleport back up there, right?
Yeah, that is a strat.
But I can't say I blame him for jumping off for light arrow.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit wiser to at least get the yeah, but I don't think he could have. Well, I guess he doesn't have Hookshot, so I don't think the timer would have.
You can get that without Hookshot, no? Dotzo not making it up the elevator. There's the lens of truth for Boo Frost. Looks like Dotzo either found the boss key or is skipping the boss door here. Oh, he found the key.
Yep. Gonna do what he can with the little bit under a minute that he can. Looks like he's gonna weird shot. This is a pretty interesting glitch. By doing a weird shot, rolling into a bomb, and then doing some things that I'm not going to pretend I know. But basically, what you can do is you can clip your camera underneath Link, out of bounds. And because of this, since your first-person items, such as your bow, your hook shot, shoot from your camera and not your actual body, you can hit Volvagia before the boss fights, kind of like this.
That's pretty cool.
And damage her before the fight even starts.
Makes sense to me. Can he do it in time? Oh, this resets his timer, of course. Wow. Or it doesn't reset his timer.
I think he did have to. Actually, I don't know.
Me confused. Unfortunately, his bottle is taken up by that letter. And I'm guessing Boo skipped the man on the roof because opening that skull with the bomb chute.
There is not a. There is a method to do it to complete Dodongo's Cavern with bomb chews and ground jump.
Yeah, but they were just in CAC, so I don't know why no one was the man on the roof, you know?
Yeah, it's usually it is Sphere 0 in.
And they were also there doing chickens pretty early, so could have done it then, but no bomb bat.
King Commando, it's just kind of it's just memey. He's just meming.
He's just trying to confuse us. Yeah, it looks like Dotzo in here doing semi-vanilla strat.
French vanilla.
So what does Dotzo need to clear the game? He needs to find the hook shot, I suppose. Hook shot and a bunch of strength upgrades. And there's the fire medallion for Dotso. Vanilla, I might add. Here's something we don't see too often. Bufrost headed up DMT belong.
Might want to go grab Great Fairy's Fountain while he's at it, and the Gossip Stone.
pretty crazy. We are like an hour in and still haven't done a whole lot of like Spear 0, Spear 1 checks.
Ooh, is Satsu gonna go do Deku Tree's adult? This is something we haven't seen before in Rando.
Frost getting frozen.
It's always fun to see a location that holds an ice trap and promptly see the other person going for it, full well knowing that the dramatic irony of full well knowing the dramatic irony of the situation.
And the only thing that makes it better is the face cam.
Ah, yes. Not much, Wolflink.
Yeah, I think just using that hammer as far as she could.
Dotzo abandoning all of those small chests.
So can you use hovers in this room to only press the switch twice?
I'm not sure, but I don't think he's going to be going for the second switch, or for the second chest.
Yeah, I was just curious. It looks like you could.
Yeah, maybe. Well, actually, probably Adult Link might just be able to grab it no matter what.
Oh yeah, especially maybe with the ground jump.
Oh, yeah. True.
Oh, I think I'll know what I'll be doing after this race.
I know what I'll be doing after this race.
I'll try out this hot new strat.
Yeah.
But I really like what Dotzo's doing here in the basement. Going for the Skulltula, almost never seen. Except in flags like these. Boom, going for the Mito skip. Not quite getting.
Yep. It's always a better strat to get your angle and then Z target with a first person item. Because while you have the item out in your hand, um, you can't actually like hit A to talk to Mito, and so you can backflip in peace.
Yeah, it looks like opting for Zora's River instead.
Oh no.
Oopsie.
Not too bad of a time waste though, just another grab.
Clean Goma fight for Dotzo. And it looks like Blue Frost back child gonna turn in that weird egg. Wake up, Talon. Boo, waking up, Talon here.
I'm gonna start clearing out song checks.
Yep, Dotzo thinking the same thing up here in the Sacred Forest Meadow. Was able to get that Mito skip.
We'll see if or how far in or out of logic those hover boots were, depending on whether or not we find Bolero. If Bolero is something like Zelda's Lullaby, um, then they would technically be in Logic. But if it's like in Requiem Check or Serenade, then it might be a little bit farther out of Logic.
Just gotta sneak past these guards and find out what we got from Impa today. Yep,
Hey.
no Shadow is on the way of the hero, and there is Nocturne. Good to note it is out of Logic.
Oh, there we go. Gonna have to start
Uh-oh.
getting songs now.
Yikes. Dotzo not happy to read that. Have we seen the song on Ocarina?
Yes, it is. We have seen it. I don't remember what it is.
Boom, making it past the guards. Another song of time. And Dotzo entering forest without the hookshot. While Bufrost headed straight to Lon Lon Ranch, gonna check this place out, and then I imagine head straight to Staria. Can Dotzo full clear this with the bow?
Yes, he can.
Yeah, I guess with hovers you should be.
Yeah, with hovers he should be okay. Our Gold Skulltulas might be a problem, and he'll have to do it the long way.
So we could see him skip the 2 small keys, maybe. Can't reach him.
Possibly.
That would be fun. Shucks, I missed that song from Malin.
Ah, okay. I went back in the VOD to look at what the Ocarina of Time check is, and the Ocarina of Time check would be Minuet of Forest. So nothing bad. And more importantly, nothing needed.
Heyo, there's our magic.
Nice. That gives Dotzo a really easy method of farming rupees if he ever needs to. Uh-oh. I wonder. I probably should. I wonder if you can make that jump with hovers from there.
I think if anyone would know that question, it would be Dotso.
That's a
I'm
good
sure
point.
he could
Mega
bomb
flip.
hover there, or mega flip. It gives us the opportunity. Might see that those two keys skipped. With those hovers, he only needs 3.
Oh, he's gonna do the bomb boost strat right here. Bo does have a sword. Where did we get your Kukuri sword?
Oh, I missed that one. So Dotso grabbed the big Goron sword out of here.
Got it. Dodongo's Cavern. Yep, that's I realized he might be a little bit key locked considering that he doesn't have a single strength upgrade. He can't really do force implement, something we didn't think of. And apparently neither did Dotso.
Bad news. What was the song up here? Requiem. Thank you, Wolflink. I think we should just get Wolflink in here to track.
Lol. Dotso gonna just go ahead and do force boss key skip. Honestly, it's an incredibly easy clip. So, if you have a bow or a hook shot, you might as well just, or I guess if you have the hook shot at all, you might as well just go ahead and knock out Forest. Dotzo, pretty good at boss battles. He literally wrote the book on fast boss battle strats.
So nothing but a heart piece on Fan Ganon. Curious to see if Dotzo jumps back in. So is Dotzo headed into the ice cavern? Is Bufrost doing some bomb chew ball? Didn't see what this item was, but obviously worth it if Boo's doing some balling. That's $20. Interesting. Ooh, we want that though. Second prize is the hook shot.
Oh, yes. Barely missing the off-the-wall strats.
Yeah, but Dotzo making his way past King Zora. Headed to the ice cavern.
Did he unfreeze King Zora while he was at it, or?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't even think he's moved King Zora.
You can still, because I know that if whoop, took off hover boots there, maybe not the best idea right then. But I know that if the camera pans to King Zora and loads him while there's a text box on the screen, the next time you load King Zora, he will no longer be frozen. And you can get the item from him, so that might be something that Dotzo, he does have the... I guess he could equip swap the Pocket Kiko. Or not the Pocket Kiko, the... Yeah. Yeah, he has the Pocket Kiko. Oh boy.
Interesting. Oh, I guess Dotzo doesn't have an empty bottle. Wow, that's funny. Boo making use of that serenade. We know he got from Lon Lon Ranch thanks to our pseudo tracker Wolflang. Nothing so far in Ice Cavern.
You know, the only thing I can think of, I mean, we're running out of checks for Ice Cavern to be logically suggested. The only thing I can think of that still being, anything worthwhile would maybe be Requiem on the song.
We got Requiem from Saria.
Oh, we did. I missed that.
But Bluefrost up here defeated the Gwei, climbing the ladder to the lab roof just for a Skulltula token. Dotzo definitely in the lead medallion wise, but that hook shot is pretty big for Boo.
Dotzo also does have hovers, though. As well as a bomb bag, which is helpful in its own separate ways. Not quite sure what is Dotzo trying to do here.
I'm not certain. I think he might be trying to get whatever this Skulltula item is. Or he's clipping through the wall like that.
Of course he is.
He doesn't have that bottle. He has Ruto's letter, but he never turned it in. So he doesn't have an empty bottle to get any of these checks. He also doesn't have a hook shot to get any of the Skulltulas. So I'm, again, really not sure why Dotzo's in. I mean, with Nocturne and ZL, there really aren't any songs that... Well, I guess he does need songs for frogs. Alright, alright.
That is a really good point, yeah.
That's why he's here. He just wants the song. And he will come back if there's something good behind the red ice or the skulls.
He is pretty far away from even entering Adult Spirit Temple, assuming he doesn't clip in. He doesn't have strength. But most likely, knowing Dotzo and Dotzo's playstyle, we will probably see him clip in.
Yes, without a doubt. Or he could go fire arrow strats.
Oh, that is true. We can kind of see here that collision is more of a suggestion for Dotzo.
Yep. He could also clear out Spirit minus the Mirror Shield, right? Isn't there a way to get past the solar block? With
that's what I was talking about. Clipping past the silver block because he doesn't have strengths.
Oh, I thought you meant clipping into the Shadow Temple.
Oh yeah. Did I say Shadow? I might have said Shadow. If I did,
it's always easy to mix those two up. Not the first.
Well, I didn't catch what song we got there from Serenity.
I think it was Prelude. Or no, Sun Song. There we go. Or no, yeah, it was Prelude. Da, 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 da. This Composer Grave has been available to Dotzo for a while. There we go. That's a big one.
Not doesn't do doesn't do anything else. Ooh, what am I saying? Doesn't help us any for doing frogs, but definitely opens up some other checks.
Well, you can't do frogs 2 until you do frogs 1.
No, you can definitely do frogs too. You can do frogs in the rain without doing frogs.
Really? Are you sure?
It might be a randomizer exclusive thing, but you can definitely.
And I don't think. I guess it might be a rando exclusive thing.
I definitely know you can do it at least a rando because I have done it multiple times.
Okay. So Dotzo finally back a child. Gonna do get his 3 songs from Impa, Malin, and Saria. Boo in the Fire Temple. See if she can take down Volvagia. We'll also get to see this great fairy fountain here on Dotzo's end. Alrighty then, well, it has come to my attention here that Bootfrost, a male, preferring male pronouns, apologize to Bootfrost. No offense, but I don't know why we were getting in the habit of that. But always not wanting to offend any female gamers. But yeah, Bootfrost, dude, full beard, drinks whiskey. Grabs those hover boots too. He'll be very happy to see those. Put those on. Dotzo waking up Talon, that no good for nothing father. Dotzo sneaking past. Boo getting them keys. And yep, Dotzo headed straight to the field. Oh, here's our first super slide. And there's our second super slide. I wonder if Dotzo has just remembered he can do these. Bufrost plugging along inside the fire temple. Mito Skip is not on the list of expected tricks. It is not yet available for 4.0. A little birdie has told me that it is in the works for 5.0, so sit back and relax or go download the dev version.
My apologies, I had to step away there for a second.
Not a problem. But yeah, it looks like I'm thinking Dotzo has just remembered that he has he's allowed to do bomb slides because he's just done like 3 in the last 5 minutes.
Dotzo plays a lot of accessible. I wouldn't be surprised if he.
Yep. Oh, that's Stone of Agony that we missed from town. But yep, Dotzo is doing. I'm pretty sure Dotzo's made the brackets for the accessible tournament. I could have sworn I've seen his name pop up this weekend.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's a very strong accessible competitor.
Yeah, but it's easy to get confused. Like, oh, I'm allowed to do all these tricks that I know. I'm sure racers like Dotzo, Bufrost maybe, racing accessible. You kind of have to, tighten your belt, as it were.
Definitely. If you have any interest in learning some just cool glitches that may help for bingo, some of them for accessible, if you just kind of race against your friends casually, I would highly recommend checking out Dotzo's YouTube channel. He posted some interesting stuff. Just last night, he posted like 3 new clips that he found, which is just insane to me. But I would highly recommend his YouTube channel. Just youtube.com and just search Dotzo.
Okay, Bufrost headed into the desert. Think they'll jump into the Spirit Temple or reverse Wasteland into GTG. Going for the Song of Core.
I think Bo's gonna maybe. I think he's gonna try and get the song. Yep. There's Bolero.
Not what they wanted to see.
He's gonna come up here on Zelda's Lullaby, which will be one of the songs he does need. Now he already grabbed Zelda's Lullaby.
Yep, Lullaby was in the crater.
Yeah, I forgot that he had already dipped into Fire Temple.
Dotzo, 7 years earlier, grabbing Bolero.
That would seem to be the case, Wolflink. Not necessarily all dungeons yet. Ocarina of Time holds Minuet Forest, so most likely we won't be needing to do all dungeons.
And given that we haven't found like Iron Boots or the Boomerang, I can't imagine we'll need. Dotzo is jumping in here to Spirit Temple, making some progress on his medallion.
Lost his shield. That's a feels bad man right there. Dotso just remembered he can Hasten super slide around and promptly loses his shield.
Let's see, I'm guessing Dotso is gonna do all of Child's Play. And Boo is either gonna head into the ice cavern or go have another go at Midoskip. Mido. Armed with the hook shot, gets it first try.
Not necessarily, Wolflink. Yeah.
Or Saria song. Minuet or Saria that blocks the location. So if Saria is locked behind the Spirit Medallion, we just need 2 strength upgrades and a Mirror Shield.
Bofrost still doesn't have his bomb bag. Having to do the glitchless setup to skip the forest.
Yeah, but neither runner has any strength yet. That's what I find. Like, yo, where is strength right now? I'm thinking it might be Dampe digging.
Yeah. I mean, that's a possibility. There would be 2. Maybe thinking. Could be Deep Fire.
Well, we need a strength in order to get past the that push block early on. Ooh, but we got Dotso entering fire, the Shadow Temple. His Boo's entering forest.
I thought Hover Boots would logically skip that.
No, not that block.
Gotcha.
So the block 3 keys in order to get to
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know a whole lot about Fire Temple.
Yeah, it's definitely a pain. And Hover Boots thrown into the mix doesn't help any.
Dotso trying to perform a ledge clip here by targeting the same frame that Link grabs the ledge. He'll actually be pushed into the ledge. We might see Bofrost do a similar clip coming up to get to Phantom Ganon.
Bo, armed with that hook shot, can do a little bit more here than Dotso is able to.
Still not a whole lot considering he can't get past the block pushing, but
yeah, you can't get that red or blue Poe, but with those hover boots, if they know the strat, they can get into the checkerboard room.
Dotso opting to just kind of realize that he also could have theoretically used the fire arrow into simple strat. And there's his Goron tunic. And now Dotso's part of the KKK. Not a good look for Link. He should assess his wardrobe.
Oh no, see, the points on those hoods stick straight up. Link's is slicked back. Very different look. It even looks like there's a tinge of blue in there. I want to see if Blue finds anything of use in the Forest Temple. Hey, there's our strength upgrade.
Speak of the
Completely
devil,
out of logic. That's
it will
most
be
likely
Dotzo
like
getting the first strength upgrade. And luckily, because chest size matches content and strength is considered a big chest, he can actually do this mega flip to get into Bongo Bongo into the hover boots room.
Meanwhile, Bluefrost grabbing that magic, plugging along in here.
Right now, he's doing what's called just known as Shadow Temple Boss Key Skip. Basically, what he's doing is he is releasing a bomb chew on a certain frame so that he can do a ledge clip, similar to how he got into Shadow, by targeting on the same frame that he grabs it, as well as the bomb chew exploding and knocking him back once he's out of bounds into the loading zone for the boss door. So it's a combination of a ledge clip and a bomb boost.
Yep, but unfortunately, that
And it actually
Goron tank
doesn't go
might be
for
our way
a
of the
quick
hero.
bongo kill. He could theoretically, but opted not to. Kind of interesting. He still did it pretty fast though. But
So there's our forest medallion for Dotzo. One to go. But where is that mirror shield? And with that green medallion, we have 2 songs open to us. Looks like Dotzo's headed for the burning cack cutscene right away.
got 2 bomb drops there. That means that Dampe digging is going to be first try. Kappa.
Wah, 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 wah. And here's something to know. I don't think we've seen Skulltula checks by anybody. There's one we need. And now we can check frogs too.
Yeah, so technically it's supposed to be an all dungeon seed, and if you were to look through the playthrough in the spoiler log, it would have you doing all dungeons. Um, but this is glitch tournament, so you know the playthrough and logic is merely a suggestion.
Yeah, oftentimes the logical path is not very logical or efficient.
And I apologize. It's a little bit difficult. Normally I take notes, but I've got the tracker in place of where my notes usually are for songs and such. It's a little bit difficult to keep track of. Bofrost is going to do a pretty easy ledge clip to get into the Phantom Ganon boss room. He cancels a hook shot He backflips with the hook shot out. Hook shots mid backflip to actually stop his momentum, and then basically just rolls and grabs the ledge. That's really easy. The only hard part about that is getting the angle. There's other setups that don't include actually having a hook shot. You can do it with 0 items. And Dotzo is going to pick up the Mirror Shield.
Yeah. And we'll head straight to the Spirit Temple, I imagine. Don't think he ever got the Requiem of Spirit, though. Phantom Ganon down for the count in that Bufrost's screen. Unfortunately, it might be a little too little too late. Dotzo has what he needs. Looks like Bufrost is a little perplexed at what to do next, or maybe just taking a short break. But Dotzo on the move. There Boo goes. Rechecking that pedestal.
Alright, looks we appear to be having some technical difficulties. Give us just a moment to resolve these.
Wait, what's the difficulties? Check, check. Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry about that.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
I can. That's weird. I didn't see
Discord.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have assumed it was my end, but the green light around your name on Discord just decided nope, it wasn't going to show up. So yeah, my apologies.
Yeah, that's all good. Boo, looks like finally headed into the ice cavern. Dotzo getting past that, pushing through the spirit temple. One medallion to go. A little bit of a stroller there for Dotzo.
Yep.
Boo making their way into the ice cavern. Not sure if they moved King Zora yet either. It looks like not. So I'm gonna have to unload the red ice, maybe, or just clip on through that wall.
Yep, he's gonna unfreeze King Zora.
Interesting.
Here we can see Dotzo using the clip into Spirit Temple. Really cool thing, man.
And Bufrost clipping on past King Zora. So Boo will jump into the ice cavern, grab the Prelude of Light, be really disappointed. And nothing for Boo in the forest, the fairy fountain there. So plugging along through. Just needs to find that boss key.
I wouldn't get this. I don't think this lens is going to be real. Yeah, I was gonna say. If she would have gotten on that platform, grabbed that lens, that definitely would have been a nice trap. Considering that we know that actual lens isn't Dodongo's cavern.
Not so slowly making his way up. This room is not free without the long shot. looks like Boo's gonna take down the ice cavern in a more vanilla manner.
Oh boy.
And it looks like Dotzo is actually giving up on opening chests and whatnot. It's gonna skip past the boss door and take out Twin Rova. And hope and pray that gold gauntlets aren't required. That is actually Bufrost's saving grace, is if he gets up to Ganondorf and there is no, or he can't get up to Ganondorf because he doesn't have the boss key. So it's not over yet, folks.
So, I just I picked up my phone, got a notification, I had plugged it into my computer, and I realized through the past 15 minutes or so, I've been running my computer's internet through my phone hotspot. So, guess who doesn't get to use data this month?
Whoopsie. So we're finally gonna see what's in this big chest here in the ice cavern. It's the long shot.
Oh, right. Hey, most likely Dotzo's wishing he could have picked that up, but he doesn't exactly know if that's the long shot.
Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Again, Datsu's just hoping that the boss key is somewhere other than the light trials. Actually, wait, no. I think Datsu could probably skip past that block candy.
Oh, definitely. There's a really easy bomb shoot, or easy. By easy, I mean easy for, glitch
Easy
runners.
for Dotso.
Yeah, for Dotzo. Dotzo finds glitches like that for breakfast. But there's a fairly standard and common skip using either bombs or bomb shoes, depending on your preference and/or items available.
And with their powers combined, they become this crazy lady.
Double dynamite attack. You know that the localization team was just laughing putting that together.
Yeah, I have no idea what they were thinking with some of these things.
Red is just like, wait, the direct translation is what now?
So Dotzo got his light medallion off to off Ganon's castle.
Yep.
You have any want to place a bet on where the boss key is?
I'm gonna say Shadow Trial.
All right, I'll go ice. Not gonna play the odds that it's light trial, but it's probably in.
It's most likely Light Trial, yeah.
And anyone in chat, if you want to get your guesses in, you got a few more minutes. Ooh, a Wolf Link going for vanilla. The validation chest. But Dotzo prioritizing. Where's he headed? Yep, going for that light trial. So Dotzo is looking for the boss key. Guessing Bufrost is looking for strength. Something to progress him. Not sure how many glitches they know. I imagine if they knew enough, they would have jumped into the Shadow Temple by now.
Hey, it's light. It's light.
There we go. We'll flank him.
That's great. Got greedy
it's
at
a
the
light
end.
trial.
Got curious.
Yep. Maybe thinking, if this is a heart piece, I'll get healed. But Ganon heals you for some reason.
Yeah. I guess the only thing it could be would be a double defense. Because it was a big
Yep.
chest. But
Or possibly like double magic.
yeah, that is true. Or, an arrow refill?
Oh, that would be
Oh,
nice.
that's not gonna be, that's gonna be that's an oopsie.
Yeah, he's gonna have to farm here. Luckily, there are some pots around and available to him. No one guessing correctly. Now, here's the thing. If Dotzo opens his chest, he's officially valid. Doesn't mean anything, but...
Yep, it's the 3 requirements to win the seed. It's spawn the bridge, beat the game, and open the validation chest.
He did just another gold Skulltula, so I don't think we checked any skulls this seed.
Nope.
Feels good, man.
We only got, what, 40 and 30? Did we see? We might have seen a 50. I don't know.
Yeah, 50 hint was out there somewhere.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed. Don't see that too often.
Try to go for the quick kill and quickly got killed.
Yeah, luckily for Dotzo, Bufrost is 3 medallions behind. Boo headed into Child Spirit.
We've already seen him done, or no, he just stopped here for the song. He's gonna.
Oh, yep, Song and Bean.
That's so not quite getting the setup there for the Iron Knuckle dead zone right in front of the right, or their left leg, our right. Shem Dotzo basically, he pretty much sum it up. He just used a lot more glitches. He went into shadow without any. He completed force without trying out. Didn't fire.
Yep, and all without a single strength.
He just used his knowledge to his benefit and needing less checks to complete more dungeons. There he
Oh,
goes.
shucks. Just a gold skull in the lake here for Boo.
Makes me wonder, where is Din's? Because Din's fire had to be, usually you get it pretty early on as a source of fire.
Looks like Boo is farming some bugs, thinking perhaps he's needing to hunt some Skulltulas.
Quite possible. Might also be looking to do OI to cutscene dive, possibly.
Yeah, we don't even know where the iron boots are, though, unfortunately.
We had
Definitely makes me curious to open the spoiler log.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and as dotzo finishes up the game, I'll go ahead and see if I can get an admin to unlock the seed.
So, Ganon here is pretty easy. One thing you do want to make sure you do is store a jump slash with that Master Sword. That's the most powerful item to damage Ganon with. Bufrost here in Zora's Domain, checking out this diving mini game. You're in the area. It's a nice thing to do, especially if you're low on some money. Because Zora, not the best at economics. They charge you $20 to play the game, and they reward you with 25 rupees. Win-win. So definitely a useful strat to know if you're playing Shop Sanity. It's stroll in here and you find something really useful in that shop. Nothing but a bundle of sticks from that Zora, unfortunately. Well, Dotzo is about to take out the beast. Princess Zelda finally being useful. And there we have it with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 6 seconds. Dotzo's our one.
Yep. And I do believe Dotzo can unlock the seed.
Yeah, probably won't until Boo either forfeits or finishes.
True.
But a very impressive race on Dotzo's end. unfortunately for Boo, Dotzo is just super well versed in almost every glitch available, and just
Hello.
was able to skip a whole bunch of stuff. And I believe Dotzo is here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, sir.
Hello, thank you.
What'd you think of the seed?
Okay, where was the hook shot?
One of the hook shots was in the ice cavern in the first chest, and the other one, help me out, Squiddy. Where was the first?
The other hook shot was going to be Bombchu Bowling.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Of course, it's the one chest I didn't actually look at in Ice Cavern.
Yeah, it was definitely an impressive ice cavern with no bottle.
Yeah, that was fun. That was what I think of when I think of doing rando with glitches. That, yeah, I beat the entire game without a hook shot, iron boots, like missing so many items.
Yeah, even still here, we don't know a whole lot of things like the iron boots or
Boomerang
you know,
in Boo's case.
Boomerang, a whole bunch of the strength upgrade.
We were just kind of thinking logically the playthrough for the seed was actually kind of mean, it being an all-dungeon seed to get Mirror Shield.
Yeah, too, with the minuet.
Yeah. It's just the many ways that something can be Way of the Hero or an all-dungeon seed.
Mm-hmm.
Finally got something big on Frogs too, though. Unfortunately, it's the wrong tournament.
Yeah.
I'm glad it happened here.
Yeah, not in an accessible race.
Yeah. It would have taken forever to check all the songs. But here it was just, you know, one after the other.
Well, yeah, it was pretty straightforward. I want to get my hands on a copy of that spoiler log and check out the intended and logical route.
Oh yeah, me too.
Bufrost, unfortunately, looks to be strength blocked or something holding them back. They're here in Jabu Jabu, checking the one chest they can get in here.
Maybe Dins?
Maybe in the in GTG or the well, we haven't seen those, but
That
Boo
is
cleared out
possible.
ice cavern. But definitely, if you aren't already following Dotzo, give him a follow. As Squiddy mentioned, also active on YouTube.
Definitely a lot of really cool setups and different clips, skips, and everything in between on his YouTube channel.
Well, any thoughts for you, your upcoming battles, Dotzo? Either here or accessible?
I hope it's similar. Where I can kind of just do what I want and not have to like wait for items.
Yeah, definitely don't join any multi-worlds in that case. Unfortunately, nothing here in Jabu Jabu. Frost headed back to the Temple of Time. Let's see what they're thinking. So does Boo have a bomb bag?
I still haven't seen him use bombs. I don't think so.
Yeah, if we grab that bomb bag, he could do a ground jump and fire, and you know, I think that's what's holding him back to clear out that temple. Where was Dotzo's strength? In Shadow Temple, right?
Yeah, the hover boots.
Oy
Shoutouts
vey.
to that chest having an item so that I could do the BK skip.
Yeah. I guess that's in logic for Bufrost. But is headed into CAC. Might have just remembered they forgot to check the man on the roof.
He could also possibly might be doing Shadow early. I'm not quite aware of Mo's level of or knowledge level of glitches and how much he's practiced up on
Fire
stuff like Shadow
entry.
early.
Oh no, headed into the grave. The names are not in the wrong spot. Dotzo just memed us, naming his file after his.
Picking up Song of Storms.
Yep, that's a piece of the puzzle.
Definitely.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out. Thank you all for pre-streaming and commentating and whatnot and tracking
Of course.
all of that.
Good luck to your next raid.
Make sure to go follow Dotzo. Yeah, go follow Dotzo on Twitch. As well as Bofrost.
Do it now.
See ya.
See ya.
Finishing up these checks here. Not sure how much time we're allotted on this channel. Well, we'll continue until they do, or we get kicked out. But it does look like Boo is headed into the Shadow Temple.
Why he didn't do this a lot earlier, I'm not quite sure.
It might just not be very comfortable with the trip.
That is a possibility.
So very curious to see what Boo's gonna do with this strength.
Pick up Dead Hand. Yeah, gonna pick up his first strength, and we'll see. He might just go straight for Bongo Bongo.
It depends on what they need to finish out Fire and Spirit Temple. Potentially Ganon's Castle. Not sure if they know the Light Trial skill.
Okay. Bold moves from Bo, dude. Opting not to go for the large chest. That's unfortunate. I probably means that in his mind he has everything he needs to beat the game, or he's in a no mode of his sorts.
Not sure what they were waiting on then.
But he's opening this big chest. Skipping a strength upgrade to go for orange, I think, instead.
Maybe just wanted the fashion change.
Yeah. He might. Oh, he's going back for it, I guess. Huh.
We'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, weird way to waste a little bit of time. This might be
Maybe he was just looking for that go mode item.
Yeah.
No, moving on.
I can't tell if he's gonna forfeit or not.
Maybe the telephone's ringing. Someone at the front door.
I think he's thinking about it, or maybe he just can't remember the setup. There he goes. That's the angle. All right. Pulling off a mega backflip here by, or at least attempt.
Pulling out those chews. Here we go.
Ah, a little bit short on the angle there. Or possibly position, I guess. That's definitely not it. Well, this is interesting. There he goes. Yeah. Nope. And he might have a ground jump stored here. He might need to be careful. Nope, he's good. Unlucky Chew. He didn't need that one. Ouch.
So it looks like Boo has given up on that trick, progressing the vanilla route. Still one skip he could do to really shorten this.
So with that out here, I'm gonna take a little 15-minute break, and then I will be over on, I believe, yep, it's Speed Gaming 4 with the race of a Pasher and versus the Consultant. So that should be pretty cool. So I'm gonna head out now. I'm gonna eat lunch. Personally, it's almost 1 o'clock here. Yeah, with that, thank you for having me. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And I will see you, hopefully, on Speed Gaming 4.
Yeah, catch you another day.
Yeah.
Well, this is the room here for Boo. There is a clip he can do through the wall. Get down to that boat ride. Yep, there are a couple races coming up here. Let me pull up the schedule. Yep, so as Squiddy mentioned, a Pasher versus Consultant over on Speed Gaming 4 in just a little bit. And then on Tuesday, Dotzo is racing Emily Brooks at 6 p.m. Eastern. Channel, of course, has not been set for that yet. And then, of course, if the No I Am Wrong Warp tournament isn't enough ZOOTR for you, over on ZSR, we're continuing the accessible tournament. We are in the bracket stages still. And for that, we've got a race coming up at 5 p.m. today. That is Diamond Flash versus Sergeant Kills. On Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we have Marco versus Killer App. Marco being one of the top tier runners. I think he's number 3 seed, if I'm not mistaken. And then Tuesday, we got another 2 matches. Kaizo versus Engineer at 5 p.m. And Exodus versus Roska Tyrant at 7 p.m. So plenty of ZOOTR coming up in the next few days. Here on Speed Gaming and, of course, Zelda Speedruns. Looks like Boo Frost taking a break here. Maybe looking up a video stretch. Frost plugging along. I guess did not opt to skip these chests in here, but might still be looking for that those silver gauntlets. I don't know. Nice, easy, and free backflip up here without strength being required. Getting all the keys. I need 5 plus the boss key to do it vanilla. So Bifrost still needs 2 small keys and a boss key potentially. Not useful there with that recovery heart. He's up to over 20 skulls. I don't think we've seen either of those checks yet, though. Man, getting trolled by these keys. Not sure why he wasn't pulling his bow. Dotzo has won. Yeah, Dotzo won about 30 minutes ago. We are just finishing up on Bufrost, which I believe has everything he needs to clear the game. Just has to visit his frogs too and get his mirror shield. But thanks for continuing to hang out with me and Bufrost. But if you would like to catch a new fresh race over on Speed Gaming 4, Passion vs. Consultant is starting soon. And shucks, I missed why Bufrost is headed out here. What's going on? Oh, Boo is finally remembering about the roof guy, maybe? Rufio, as I like to call him. Yeah, he's gonna get his bomb bag. Whoopsie! Probably not very happy about that one. Although, I mean, he's making real good use of his chews, which are in logic. I do have the SRL open, so... Oh, how's it going, Brexibus? A Dotzo won about 30 minutes ago. Oh, And yeah, there it is. And Bufrost is just now forfeited. Unfortunately, he kind of trolled him a bit. But let's see if we can't get Bufrost into an interview here. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, there's plenty of more ZOOTR going on. Check out Zelda speedruns later tonight, 5 p.m. Again, on Monday and Tuesday, there are no I Am Wrong Warp races, more accessible tournament races going on. Still waiting on word from Boo. And yeah, of course, Speed Gaming 4, go check out Pasherverse Consultant. It does not look like Boo is joining us, so with that, yeah, go check out Speed Gaming 4 right now if you're in the mood for more ZOOTR, and I will catch y'all another race. I'm August 40th. Have a good